Okay, so this video really relates a lot about obesity back to being insulin resistant. About 90% of Americans with type 2 diabetes are overweight or obese. The increase in fatty acids and inflammation due to obesity lead to insulin resistance and then on to diabetes. Some things about diet control in Americans, the portion control is just out of control, and the amount of snacks and treats that we have is crazy. Some things that we could watch to avoid this obesity would be to eat more leafy greens, incorporate more fish into the diet, more whole grains, and avoiding those processed foods. A low-fat dairy intake is good, and limiting the amount of unhealthy fats in the diet. Looking at the development of diabetes, once you're insulin resistant, obviously your chance of developing diabetes is going to increase. There are about 100 million Americans living with diabetes right now. About 1.5 million new cases of diabetes for those 18 years or older. And there were 84.1 million people that were pre-diabetic, which is just crazy. The rate of obesity and those with diabetes, 39.8% of U.S. adults were obese in 2015, leading to diabetes. Some sources of extra glucose in our diet these days would be candy, soda. I think a lot about energy drinks. If you pick up anything, it has sugar in it. Anything processed, anything in a can. You pick up spaghetti sauce, ketchup, anything. The amount of sugar in it is insane, as well as portion sizes. A lot of people eat out and they don't realize how much more food they're eating than they actually need to sustain. Some things that we could do to stop the epidemic of insulin resistance would be focusing on reversing that sedentary lifestyle. So many people just spend their time sitting at a desk working, or kiddos, after school they go home and play video games. They don't play outside anymore. So just getting in more exercise, limiting that screen time, make sure you're seeing your doctor regularly. Look at your portion sizes. Where are you at on that? If you are already struggling with diabetes or insulin resistance, being compliant with your medication, as well as just your diet in general. Look at the foods that you're eating and try and make some good choices in that area.